Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am your host, Ahmani Brown. That over there is Leon. He's here.
Hi guys.
There he goes. And unlike Pele, he remembers to say his lines on time.
That happened.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the edit for the other day, and I was like, brother, this is a good moment of just being paused and being like, there's Pele, and he was like, are you there? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, why did you say nothing?
My God, man.
Oh, man, we do this every time. Why are you messing up? But welcome back to the show. Glad to have everyone. Nice well, we can't see you guys, but to know that you guys are existing and doing your thing and always out there.
Yeah.
Good to know this. What you been up to, my guy?
Well, not much. Work has been work. I've gotten
Yeah.
more back into my going back to the gym and everything.
Shooting the gains.
The owner let me try a pre-workout, and funny enough, it's called Thundercats.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was going when he was talking about it, he was remembering the old Thundercat cartoon and everything. It's like, oh, that was the greatest thing. I'm like, yeah, I remember the other one. The old, what was it, 2007, 2011?
Yeah, the
Thundercats.
newer one that lets you actually it looked very anime inspired.
Yeah, very anime inspired. Yeah, yeah. I
That
remember
didn't
that
finish. It
one.
only had one season, and it was fire, and it just
Yeah.
stopped, and I'm pissed.
And then we got this weird ass OKKO Thundercat version that was canceled immediately because it was
I don't
trash.
even know, bro. That's not even fair to OKKO because OKKO is fire.
No, they
It's
ruined.
it's
the
like a Teen
Thundercats
Titans
with
Go
that.
version of it, but it was trash. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It was so garbage. It got canceled after like what 3 episodes?
Yeah, yeah.
It got
Everyone
canceled
hated it.
so fast. Everybody was like, "This shit is ass, bro." I think it's like Thundercats 4 or something like
Yes,
that.
Thundercats
That.
4.
Okay, it was
We
not
we
good.
saw that immediately. It's like they neutered and ruined all the characters because they made them like so stupid. It's like, oh,
And I
fantastic.
was like,
Okay.
look, it's cute and adorable. And everybody's like, bro, we didn't come for Thundercats for cute and adorable. We came for badass. Get that shit out of here. You already did enough damage with Teen Titans Go. I'm good. Never
We
again.
don't need more of this cancer.
It's crazy because Teen Titans Go, to give it its proper respects, apparently it's pretty good, like, from my understanding. And I've watched a couple episodes and been like, that was funny. But ultimately, I'm just kind of like, I don't like it
I
though.
because I guess it's because we grew up with the original Teen Titans. We're just like, we just want that. Give us that back. There was
Well,
so much that could go on. There
it's
was more
not
stuff
even
that could
just
happen.
it's the original Teen Titans. It's the fact that at least for me, I'm like this entire show is nothing I want to see out of any of the Teen Titans. Now, granted, it's a direct parody off of the show we loved, but even when you look at other versions of the Teen Titans, it's like this shit is ass. Well, not the Teen Titans, but this Teen Titans Go is kind of cheeks because it's like, hey man, if I look at the comics, I'm like they were fun, very 60s, 90s, nah, more like 80s kind of vibes, right? But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine, it's chill, it's doing its thing. It's like they're teens and they're doing the thing. It's teens for that age. It doesn't actually read like that too much, but there's a little bit of drama in there that messes around, and they're having fun, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just kids enjoying the fact that they're big superheroes, and it's like cool. Um, you get a little bit of that in the original Teen Titans 2003, and you're like, yeah, not well. Actually, you get a lot of that in the original Teen Titans 2003. Uh, but it's like, yeah, okay, bet. So awesome, looks dope. You look at the Teen Titans that existed with Judas Contract and the DC animated the new DC animated universe that existed, not the classic one, but you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean. Um the one that they ended with that horrible movie. um it's not even that it's a bad movie, it's just so dark. It's just so bruh. I think it's called Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, and it's just it's just so not fun. But those versions of those characters were cool and kind of badass, and they were doing cool shit. and like it played into the drama aspect. Little less comedy, very different team, right? It's just
Yeah,
that you get to
yeah.
Teen Titans Go, and it's just like it's just comedy, and you're like, well, granted, also at the same time we had Titans, and as far as I'm concerned, Titans wasn't good either. But like the two bad adaptations of Teen Titans is the best way I can describe this. At the same time, it's rough because Titans is just super. Titans was just super edgy and live action and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, I didn't want any of this. I
You
didn't want
didn't
any of
ask
this
for
either.
it. No.
I didn't,
No.
like I'm looking at Teen Titans Go and I was like, I didn't ask for this. And I'm looking at Titans and I'm like, I didn't ask for this either. Who is this for? How did you fuck up my order twice? You have one job.
But back to the topic at hand. The pre-workout had like some vitamins, good vitamins inside, some creatine, caffeine, other things, that variety to really help you out to get you going for your workout and everything. However, there's a problem with this pre-workout, and that's the fact that there's a supplement in there that's good for you. However, it has a side effect of the fact that it makes you itch as well.
Oof.
So,
well, that's not good.
no,
you can't be working out and being itchy. How does that work? How am I supposed to do reps while I'm itching?
It's not like it's not heavy. It's light. Like you feel it, but you can. For me, I feel it, but I can ignore it, and
that makes it hard to lock in, though.
I mean, it makes you lock in. You have to be like, all right, I gotta focus, gotta ignore everything that I feel right now, and just focus on what I'm doing.
That would have stopped me. That would have I would have preferred to just go into my zone and start blanking out and just keep working out, like just keep doing the thing.
I understand that too. That's what I wanted as well, but I just he gave me a sample, so I tried it out and everything, and
fair.
I think I could handle it because this is the second time I took it because I took half amount. I think I can handle it. I'm gonna try it probably. We'll see what happens if I have money and everything. But that's been pre-workout, or at least me discovering pre-workout now. I might be going to the gym more and more often now because of that. Because taking that makes you be like, okay, yeah, I have to go. I just took something that's supposed to force me to go, or help me to go.
I get it. So now you're like, well, I've already prepped.
Yeah, so
I gotta go. I can't just. I gotta go.
It's not me. Okay, I ate my food. I'm sitting here waiting to digest, waiting to get there. It's like, I don't feel like going now. I'm just like too comfy right here.
But now you have something that'll make you go like, yeah, no, this is just what it's for. I can't.
Yeah, it's like,
I can't waste this. I already put it on. I put it on my system.
But aside from that, gaming wise, I've been touching a lot of old things. Not old, but I've been going back, just remembering some games I used to play. Because of the Devil May Cry anime and a lot of videos I've been watching on YouTube, I picked back up Devil May Cry 5. Well, and then I also realized that I haven't beaten Dante Must Die mode with the normal characters, only Virgil. So I'm like, all right, I gotta do that. I don't have a fucking everything else, costumes and everything, that variety. So doing that, I still hate the Xyz system for Nero.
Like, really? You're trash.
I tried.
You're garbage. You're garbage. That's just it. You're trash.
Like,
I don't know what to tell you. You're just bad.
I'm able to get like one bar of the Xyz, but exact. It's called Xyz. Exact. One bar mainly. But I sometimes, like, very sporadically, I get 3 from the max. But other than that, I'm just like, I can't. I'm whiffing this every time.
You're trash. You're garbage.
I've done research on this. I did watch YouTube videos how to do it
sure you did, and I'm just good at it naturally. But you're trash. And then that man's got a second version of that once you beat the game, so now you're even worse, bro. Come on, man.
Look, I'm trying, okay?
Are you good
I
with the Buster
prefer
variant then?
Dante and Virgil's playstyles. I
I
don't give a
prefer
fuck
Nero.
about Feast.
I prefer Nero. Yeah, I don't really care about V's that much either. I'm not even gonna lie. V's like kind of interesting when you first touch him, and then after a while, I was like, I'm kind of good on you, bro.
I don't need these minions. Fuck off.
I don't want minions. Why do I want minions?
Or you'll guard the shit out of a beam very quickly. Just casual flex. But
Yeah, nah, I get it, but nah, you're trash. It's
oh,
okay, you're
shit.
garbage. You're garbage with my favorite character. It's crazy.
Guess what? I was struggling because it's not Thanos time mode. It's fairly difficult when it comes to playing it unless you're doing Virgil, because Virgil's just busted. And I don't
Well,
know
yeah,
what.
because she's broken.
Yeah.
That special edition is trash too. I mean, it's alright. It pisses me off.
See, that's why
It pisses me off because the
base
4 one was so much better.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to play Lady and Trish, and maybe Lucia.
Nah, you just got Virgil. What's it?
Fuck out
Virgil in a new mode, Legendary Dark Knight mode, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which is also in 4. It's also in Special Edition 4. Which is why I'm like, bro, all I got was Dark Knight and Virgil. Fuck. It's not even that I dislike Virgil. It's just the fact that I'm like, bro, I want to play other people.
Like,
we always
Virgil's
get
cool.
Virgil.
Awesome, but you
Bro,
know,
always
2 other
get
hunters
Virgil.
possibly.
That's
Technically
what I'm
3
saying.
if you really
I'm like,
wanted
bro,
to.
I don't even care about Trish that much. I just want to play Lady and potentially Lucia. But I really had a lot of fun playing Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like Trish is cool, right? She has some fun moves. And when I played her, I was like, yeah, but like my 2 favorite characters to play in the entire series are Lady and Nero. Not in a particular order. It's just Lady and Nero. I will admit, Devil Sword Dante is like just significantly better, like as a character, to me, than Virgil. But like, cause he got it, and I was like, that is a very specific. I like this.
Well, it's like his technically. If you think about
It's
it,
his, yeah, it's
Also,
his version. I really liked it. I vibed with it. Dante's version of Summon Swords is cool as fuck. Also, Bullrock. Dante's weird because like you could pick which version of Dante you like. Technically, you can like the whole thing, but like
Yeah.
you can customize them.
You can go very normal. Can you go back to the Rebellion?
I think so. I think they let you choose. But I prefer,
I know you can do Sparta Sword.
because you can go back to Sparta.
Yeah.
And I think you can go back to Rebellion because he has it in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But the way I personally am is that I like Devil Sword Dante and Bullrock Dante are 2 of the funnest versions of Dante that exist in that game.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I love the bob and weave, and then just dancing in general, just to ignite the flame.
Mm-hmm. That shit's nice. Nero is super fun. I still am trying to get behind the breaker system. Like, I like the breaker system. I obviously got really good with it in that game.
Mm-hmm.
There is a part of me that's just like, which I just do. I just put the buster, like the regular buster on. But I'm like, I just kind of want to go back to how we played in 4. And I'm like, well, they made an arm for that, so you can just do it. I'm like, yeah, I'll just do that.
Wait, which arm is that? Is that the
buster
arm? Buster arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The like the one that literally looks like his old arm a little bit.
It's like
it just works the exact same.
It's like 3-prong kind of.
It looks like 3 or 4 pronged. It's got like the glowing tip. It looks like his arm, like his old
red.
arm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like red and blue. That one's fun.
Funny
you
enough,
just
he
go
doesn't
back.
even need that if that's the case.
Well, yeah, once you beat the game, he doesn't actually need it.
Yeah,
but like, if you wanted to keep it, you can just use it because I think the way that arm works is that you can do busters to crazier things with it because you have the super version, right? Where the breaker version that's like you grab and you like that. If I'm not mistaken, the bringer version of it, the breakage that you do can do stuff to crazier enemies, but he does have the normal one that you could do once you get it at the end of the game in general.
I think he could do it to both styles. However, I just think the Buster one is like stronger in general. It does more damage, if I'm correctly.
So, because it like costs something in order to do it. But it's interesting. And I kind of want to go back and play. Look, The anime made me want to play it too. I'm not gonna lie. I just haven't booted it. Actually, it's not for a lack of trying. For some reason, when I went to boot it up, it seems like I have to uninstall Devil May Cry 5 and then reinstall it in order to do it, and I haven't done that. Like, I keep trying to boot it, and it's like, I guess it got corrupted or something. I don't know.
That's kind of shitty. Hopefully, you didn't lose the save data.
I hope not, but I'll play through that game again. Why not?
It's short still.
It's not like it's. Like, I have no problem playing the Devil May Cry games. Are some of my favorite games of all time. So it's like, hey, did you want to play through it again? And you're like, I guess I got to. Oh no, I have to play through Devil May Cry 5 again. What was me?
But out of the Devil Breakers, I think Punchline is my favorite. Personally.
Punchline is really cool. Punchline is cool.
Or I forget what it's called with the beam. The beam is also just nice to do, especially if
Gerbera, because you get the air dash. You get the air dash with it. Yeah, that's Gerbera. Gerbera's cool.
That's the weirdest part. Oh shit!
That's the weirdest part about Nero to me is that I'm like, I liked him in 4 when he was just, oh, I'm the grappler of the group, right? Like I get like I get different stuff, but I'm like, I'm the grappler, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they brought it over to this one, and it's like, yeah, you're no longer, well, most of the time you play, right? Until you beat the game. He's not the grappler anymore until you get the arm. And you're like, yay, old shit's back! But, like, for a long period of time, we're just kind of like, yeah, these arms are kind of, these arms are really cool, and we're really emphasizing the fact that, like, yeah, no, he got cool arm. That's the deal, is he get cool arm.
I can make a bomb, I can shoot a laser, I can do shoryuken.
And you do so many things with
it. I can stop time.
That stop time thing is crazy.
I can be a Beyblade.
Can be a Beyblade. But, like, his moveset gets, like, his moveset becomes bigger than everyone else's on the roster just because of the fact that he has those arms. Like, to the point that it's like, I am looking forward to a game in which Nero's just the main character. Like, whatever Devil May Cry 6 is, which might not have Dante, which is completely fair at this point, because, yeah.
He's not there on Earth right now. No.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting a even bigger move list that is, like, almost dedicated to those arms. But it is weird to me because I'm like, I'm both on the fence as to whether or not I like new Nero or don't. Because I think a lot of the stuff he does is really cool in there, and the way that you can just kind of cycle through, and it's about making like a loadout with his arms to do a bunch of crazy stuff, and you pick up other ones and stuff. It's cool. Like it's a bit randomized with how you do stuff, but like you have total control over whether or not you're using that arm or not, and things of that nature, right? And like especially since if I remember correctly, you can switch arms, right? Like, you can just switch them. Nope. You don't have to break them.
Nope,
okay, you can't. You have to break them to switch them. You have to break them.
That's one of the things I didn't like about it, the fact that you couldn't, like, go between. It had to be the one.
But you can load up how much you want when you go into a mission, like what you start with. So you could just be like, I just really like Gerbera, and just load up a bunch of Gerberas. Like, or else, like, I just like using Cerberus and that little palm thing that you do to people, because that shit's cool. You can just do that. Is it that one? Or is it like a different one? Is Cerberus the one that you just... Or is it the other one where you just palm the shit out of niggas?
It's like a lightning palm?
Yeah.
Do not remember.
Maybe it's like Shockwave or something. It's the one that he starts off with in the game, and it's like, it's fun.
That's the one that also can, like, be overcharged into a bomb. And he, like, jabs it in
there. Overture! Literally, you said it. It's Overture. I'm pretty sure it's Overture. It's Overture. Because if you get the just stop, get that shit out of my face palm that you can just do all the time, and then you go like, oh, hold up, wait a minute, I decided you specifically need to die. Enjoy this. And I like the fact that, like, especially towards the end of his character, especially going into the next game, he'll have the complete moveset plus arms, because him at the end of the game is like a significantly funner character.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because he gets everything that he should have. He gets his whole kit back, plus, you know. So like I'm kind of looking forward to like where that goes, because it is kind of funny to be like, oh shit, he's got everything. He's got everything he ever had. but we'll see.
I'm curious what his Sin Devil trigger is gonna be if he does get one in the next game.
I feel like he probably should because he was supposed to be the first one to actually get one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. In 4, the way he was supposed to work, he was supposed to go from his stand version to actually getting what would be his devil trigger, right? Like what we see currently, sort of, kind of, well, in 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was supposed to be. It was supposed. His devil trigger is supposed to go. It's him, then it's the stand, then it's that. Which is basically a Sin Devil trigger for everybody else.
It's Virgil. It's kind of what Virgil has right now.
It's Sin Devil trigger. It's literally, it would be the same mechanic, like mechanically.
Yeah, in that order for what you were saying.
Mm. And so it was just like, oh yeah, that'd be sick. Now if he gets another one, because admittedly his devil trigger seems to be on the same par as both Sim Devil triggers. I'm like, maybe, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to, what I'm really looking forward to is, like, I want a Dante, well, I want a Nero game, essentially, the game where we're like, all right, this is Nero's, but I also want a new protagonist. I want to see what they design for, like, a completely different character, especially since we've talked about this before, but, like, each character represents, like, a different type of cool, and I want to see what different type of cool they could bring. My guess is hip-hop is the next one.
Hip-hop?
Hip-hop. Because, like, Nero's punk, right? Dante's kind of like surfer vibes, right? He's chills, he's vibing, right? But he's still cool. He's relaxed, he's chilling. Virgil is that, you know, it's Virgil. We know what it is. Yeah. it's that prim proper, I'm that guy. You disgust me type cool. He got the sword with the flash steps and everything, and I'm like,
judgment cuts everywhere. Yes,
exactly.
I've gotten really good at that.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the next whatever character design next. I mean, like, obviously, this is not taken into account like the females, right?
Yeah,
because I actually don't know if they fall into the same line, but it's specifically the main guys that fall into this. I've looked at Triss, Lady, and Lucia. I don't know what they would fall into exactly. I'm not gonna lie.
Understandable.
I just because I'm just not familiar with what that would be for them. I kind of have an idea, but I just never really dove into it. But I personally would like to see the next one be hip hop. It could be like just something of that nature. But that's just because it's me. But, like, you know, I would like to see it. They can easily make him a punch person, like, by default.
No, I think the problem with Bill boils down to is the fact that it might be like Nero's child, since everything's dealt with Sparta this, Sparta that.
Well, that's why I'm like, I want to see. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, bring in someone completely different. You don't have to do Nero's child, because Nero's child would be cool, but, like, it's not necessary right now. If that makes any sense. It's like, we need Nero to have his own game, but we need someone to play off of Nero. So like, whoever that secondary character would be, it'd be cool, because, like, the idea is like, hey, look, you have the Devil May Cry, like, license. You have the shop. You're running the shop now. Maybe you want to hire a couple more people that, like, aren't Lady and Triss, because they already work there.
Yeah.
And so it's like, let's see who we could bring in that would be kind of cool, right? And, like, it could be a human. It'd be kind of fun, actually, to kind of get a human. I'm expecting a half-blood because, I don't know, it's just, yeah. But we can always play with the idea of, like, oh yeah, nah, I mean, like, we know about the Sons of Sparta, but, like, maybe other demons also woke up to justice or something, you know what I mean? Like,
Son of Mundus.
Look, here's the deal. My original theory was that V was Mundus's kid, and we were gonna have a whole problem. But, like, the idea of having a character that is, like, the kid of Mundus, because Mundus looked and was like, yo, these Sons of Sparta motherfuckers are a little too strong. Maybe I can use that, and attempting to make that, and getting a character that is, like, is supposed to be a bad guy based on his heritage, but is like, no! Why would I do that? It could be like more about the idea of like redemption. You know what I mean? Like
I
my
imagine double agent.
or like your past doesn't define you type deal. You know what I mean? Like you're. It's like just because I'm the son of Mundus and I should be scary doesn't mean I'm like inherently have to be. And I think that'd be a cool story, especially considering that like Nero comes from Virgil.
Yeah.
And the Sons of Sparta have done like a lot in
Mm-hmm.
general
Mm-hmm.
overall. So it'd be kind of fun. But that's just me.
I
It
do
could also
imagine
just
if
be something completely
I
different.
do imagine something like that. I also do see a
Oh,
double
and V's
agent
goth. I
kind of thing.
forgot. My bad. I forgot to slide that in there. V is goth cool.
Mm.
He's another like even though he's a part of Virgil, he's a different cool. Like he also
Yeah.
like all the males that are like have been like playable characters follow the same kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, can we get another goal in there? Can we get something like that?
But
Like this, but yeah.
been enjoying that. Also dabble back into Neo 2. I'm still trying to make a build right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all the pieces yet, so trying to get that. And then during the time that I was grinding, I found a little exploit of being able to get loot and such. Because
Mm-hmm.
originally, in the beginning of Neo 2, they didn't put any like restrictions or anything for how you can get loot. So you
Yeah.
could like save scum and so on and so forth. But now they're being hard asses and they turned off all that shit. So you can't save scum anymore.
That's fair.
However, for some reason the nightmare missions that you can do, uh, loots are still random. So I'm slightly save scumming right now.
Of course. You found a way.
I found
You
a
have
way,
to find an
yes,
export.
which I am happy about because
Of course
it's
you
a
are.
pain in the ass to try and grind out all this stuff manually. There's far
Of
too
course.
much loot. There's far too much everything in Neo 2. Especially with the
say so.
DLCs.
That's true. They do have a whole DLC and the weapons that are there, so that's even more stuff that's added to the pool. So that's
Well,
that's
that's the thing. This is
reasonable, I
three
guess.
DLCs. Three DLCs.
Yeah.
And technically, I'm not even at endgame yet because there's like a higher tier besides the Way of the Neo. I gotta get there somehow.
That's true. Coming back to Devil May Cry for a second, we don't have Ninja Cool. We don't have a ninja character.
No, we
Not
don't.
really.
No.
Unless that's what Lucy is supposed to be, but I don't feel like that's exactly what that is. But still. But yeah. Neo 2's fire. I missed that game, bro. I missed that game.
It's
Completely.
fun. It's fun. I just wish that, stats, loots, all that shit wasn't so restricted. I wish they gave us another option to be like, oh yeah, you can get X, Y, and Z if you did this, but no, you got the.
To be fair, you're playing like the end game. Like you're doing the stat stuff that technically most people can ignore in their first playthroughs, and you're doing like the hardcore stuff. Actually, they're completely allowed to ignore in their first playthroughs. They're actually recommended to ignore them in their first playthroughs.
There are some like certain abilities that you shouldn't ignore.
Well, no. They're
in my
like, hey,
opinion.
look, what you're mainly looking for is the big number in your first playthrough, and maybe some of like the little stats that like not the stats, the traits of certain weapons. But that's about it. Is what they recommend. And then when you want to do min maxing stuff, the smaller traits that are associated with those weapons is what you pay attention to once you hit like New Game Plus. Which you are doing.
Yeah.
It's recommended just so that you don't get overwhelmed mainly. And because it's like, yeah, no, obviously it's there, but like, you're really not going to get much use out of it until much later on anyway, so stop worried about it.
Yeah. Still a pain in the ass, though.
Hey, look, you decided to be in the minutia end
Yes.
of that. You did this to yourself, sir.
Don't blame me. No.
No, I'm blaming
you. Aside from that, I've also felt like dabbling back into Skull, the Hero Slayer. I'm
Hmm.
doing like a speed samurai run where it's just mainly attack speed instead of just amplifying my damage. So I'm just hitting things real quickly.
That's fair.
I think I almost died a couple times, but I survived fortunately enough. Um, that's pretty much it for gaming on my end.
I bet.
Oh, Marvel Rivals, a lot of that.
A
I
lot
gotta
of
get
Marvel
that
is
skin.
still playing that.
Yes, we're still playing that.
That
Gotta
game's
get that
fire.
skin. Gotta get that the Iron Fist skin.
Oh yeah, you haven't gotten that yet. That Iron Fist skin is nice.
It is, yes. I'm at 4,600 or 4,800 now. Not 800, 4,080 or 4,000 or 4,060. I have to
Well,
get
you did
so.
get the battle pass, right? Like you don't
I
have to.
did, yes.
Oh yeah, then you can get it. You'll just get it eventually, regardless. Like you'll just
Eventually, but I
eventually
still
get
have to
it.
make sure I do my weeklies and everything.
No, I mean like in general, like it doesn't even matter if it disappears. You'll get that skin. Like
See, the
because it
thing is,
can't. Once
I,
you
I
buy
I
it, it doesn't
understand that, but at
disappear.
the same
Yeah.
time, it like doubles in like cost for when you want to get it.
That doesn't.
So it's really best for you to get it then and there.
No, 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 no. You're missing what I'm saying. Because you own the battle pass, you can complete it at your own leisure. Like you will be able to do it at any time, regardless of if it expires or not. Like the
Yes,
pricing for it doesn't shift.
yes, you are right. But I'm saying that the current price where everything's at, when I went to the second previous one just to see how it was, all the prices to get those skins like doubled essentially. So it's like you have to go twice as hard just to get your previous stuff now.
I don't
Which
think so. No.
fair.
I mean, if I'm, I mean, you're not working on the current one, I guess, but I don't believe it actually doubles. I believe it's just where it is.
Well, there's a price. No, there's a price increase. I
There's a
because
price
what?
increase if you wanted to buy it. I did hear about that. That's like a thing that's like coming up. But like, as far as like earning those things, no.
Yeah, either way.
I mean, like either way, you'll get it either way
Well, yeah,
eventually.
I'll get it either way. Yeah, but I'm saying like, either way, regardless of the situation.
Like, you'll be able to work on it and progress regardless.
Yes,
You're getting that skin. It's happening. It's
it
a
is
good skin.
happening.
It's a very good
I
skin.
say this is the most I've ever played Marvel. To want that damn skin.
Hey man, you're gonna get it. You got
I'm
time.
getting it.
You
Yes.
have more like 58 days before it even expires to begin with, and even if it expires, you can still get it. So
Yeah, but I want to get it now.
he's like, I want it now.
One year.
Did you even get the Hulk skin yet?
No, I don't have enough to get that yet.
Oh yeah, you're not close.
What is it?
You haven't unlocked the page for it?
No, I have not. No,
Oh yeah, you're not close.
no.
That
I
thing's like
just
that.
got
That Iron
the
Fist skin is like near the end of the battle pass, if I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. Like, yeah, no, you gotta wait.
I think it's like the second to last thing you can get, if I remember correctly. Maybe
Yeah,
third
because
to last.
the last thing is the cloak and dagger skin, right?
Oh no, there's like a
Yeah,
page I think or a sticker something like that,
I
and
mean like
then
the
it's
cloak
cloak
and
and
dagger
dagger.
skin is the last cloak and dagger, like the last skin you can get
Yeah,
in
it's the
the
last
battle
skin you
pass.
need to get. Yeah.
Because nobody gives a shit. I mean, like, yes, the lore pages are nice, and for having lore, it's really good. No one gives a shit about getting the lore pages. I'll get it if I get it, but what I want is the skin.
Oh, I'm just including the technicalities, okay? Just
No, shut up. That last page doesn't count. You can just get it because you were playing it. Like, you'll get it regardless. It's fine.
But no, yeah, it's
No one does the battle pass for anything besides the skin, dog.
there's that no, there's gonna be that one guy in the corner. It's like the lore. You gotta know the lore at
Yes,
least.
no, the
Gotta
lore's fine. I'm gonna get that lore, and we're gonna listen to it and read it. It's fine. I'm going to read it, but that's not what I'm fervoring for. Like, that's the. I'm not sitting over here being like, "Damn, I gotta do the battle pass so I can get that lore." No. I want my Iron Fist skin.
Yes, give it to me. I want that and the Captain America skin mainly because that's he's in the suit. He's clean.
He does look clean. It is a nice skin. It's not gonna be my main one though.
You're gonna have the Infinity War one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I get dual shields, bro. I get the
yeah,
punch.
I understand.
I just
Also,
knock
that
people out.
that bop that does as well whenever you're playing with him is very satisfying. So I
Mm-hmm.
understand why. I might be sticking with that too personally, but it's nice to get another skin for him.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. His the MVP is also really nice for the new one though. I like it.
Hmm.
Where you fight the android, like the not the android, the Ultron bot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an android technically, but still, it looks cool. I was like, yeah, nah, that's sick as fuck. Guess throw the shield. But yes, what else? What else should we be getting
um,
into?
Aside from that was the play. Paper wise, I want to say 2 or 3 mangas that I've been reading.
Okay.
Uh, the first one is kind of a wholesome one, also kind of sad. Uh, it is called The Negative Hero and the Demon King General.
Okay.
So, the setting is this: the hero arrives at the general's castle, and the general basically goes on his little monologue saying, "You're not going to be able to defeat me. I will defend the Demon King of my life, so on and so forth." Expecting, a epic duel and such. But our hero, she's actually a little girl. She's just like, I'm just tired. I don't have family. I don't have friends. They were all just mean to me and everything. They really just wanted me to like take care of the Demon King. I don't want to live anymore. And the general
Damn.
is just like, no, you can't. No, you gotta have
Not
a
like
will.
this.
No, not this. And
I see.
so, because of this, the general has now basically taken her in almost like a daughter, and
Fair
has
enough.
yeah.
He was, he was ready to throw down. He was like, "Oh wait, what? This
Well,
can't be.
I
This ain't
can't do
right.
this.
I
I
can't.
can't.
I
I
can't
can't.
fight this."
I can't fight that. You have so much trauma on you. That's not no.
That's not how this works.
No, it's not at all. And so yeah, he takes her in, and it just becomes this little wholesome interactions between him and her, and the other members of the castle as well. Not just him being there. There are some maids as well that basically are obsessed with her, um, wanting her to join their group and everything. Um, some of the minions, like the skeletons, they're just bros. They're just all standing there, just like, we got this. We love you. We'll protect you. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. Um, I think there's like one other person too. That's kind of like the uh funny one. And there's like little fun circumstances with them too, but it's just wholesome. After that little one moment, you're just like, you deserve all this love right now.
You need all of this.
You need all this.
I
There are
wish you the
only
best in your endeavors and everything you do.
there are only 38 chapters of this, so check it out if you want to. Again, it is the Negative Hero and the Demon King
Is it still going or
General.
is it over?
I'm pretty sure it's still going because I saw
Okay.
an update just like I think 2 or 3 days ago. Fourth.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, check
That is
that
very
out.
wholesome.
Um, the next one is called Drama Queen.
I've read this. Or
You
at least,
did.
I believe I don't think I've talked about it, but I believe I looked at this before. Go for it.
Uh,
Talk to me about it, bro.
so this one is with aliens. Aliens have come down and helped out humanity essentially,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're basically ingrained to society. And but
Yeah, I
aliens are kind
definitely
of
read
like
this. People, this
worshipped.
had a controversy.
Yeah, aliens are
This-
kind of worshipped basically, like really like the high and mighty and such. Um, but our MC, she hates aliens. She very much just is disgusted with aliens itself. And so it comes to a point where she meets another person, has the same ideals. One thing leads to another, and they kill an alien. And so shenanigans ensue from there.
I wouldn't say shenanigans, bro. All right, I'm gonna say for Drama Queen, we're gonna talk freely about this one because this had a big controversy about it, and if those that don't know, we should probably just go into it for that one.
Okay.
But this came out with its original chapters, and like I think the original first two chapters, I think it is, because we very much find out what happens to that dead alien of theirs. Um, but they eat it essentially. But like there is a
Yeah.
yeah, no, they eat it. But there's a huge thing about this where it's like people were like, hey, I don't know how I feel about this because it feels like extremely coded xenophobia. Because even though it's an alien, it's like it's like thinly veiled, and it does give off that kind of thing that it is kind of xenophobic. That being said, and I'm not gonna lie, in the wake of this and originally reading it, I was like, hey, this is only 2 chapters. Maybe they might be cooking. Not saying that like the xenophobia is well the correct way of going about things in this, but like I feel like maybe they might know it's xenophobic. And this has been giving it somewhat of the benefit of the doubt. Now, granted, time has passed, and I don't know if it's been canceled or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. How many chapters was it when you read this?
It is now at 18.
Yeah, so they kept giving chapters, so it's not over, and I haven't heard anything about this since I've read it. That being said, like I said, it doesn't read very well, and also one of the major things that happens in this is that you never actually see the aliens physically cause anyone harm. From my understanding. Right? Now, I don't know what happens in the later chapters that you have read. But there is this idea that they like are constantly getting abused by these aliens, but we never actually like quote unquote see it. Now, you kind of want to believe your characters, but I also think that it's a possibility that we have unreliable narrators, which is a thing. Now, how many chapters have you read?
18.
All right. Talk to me about it.
So, for the most part, yes, there are some aliens that are like that actually have like done harm and such. However,
Okay.
and it's always depicted in the light of yeah, these aliens are bad. However, now they've also introduced one that are like that's actually pretty good. It's like, oh hey, there's conflict now. There's like a moral conflict between. All right, we should take care of this alien, but he's also just a good guy.
He was like,
so
it's literally the opposite of everything else I was thinking about. Bet. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did think that people jumped the boat with the initial two chapters, because I believe it was like the first 2 that were out. And I was like, hey, you can tell a story with nuance, and you can make despicable characters be protagonists and play with how that like transpires. So like the idea of hey, we're gonna murder the aliens now, it's not great. It's not great. But considering that this is your hook and premise, maybe they might be going somewhere with this.
It was deliberate.
Yeah, the sound, and based on what you're telling me right now, sounds like it really was. Like we're gonna be playing with the notion of these characters being like, hey, look, we wanna kill like these aliens suck. They're trash, and like no one should care if they die. To be like, okay, maybe we might care a little bit if they die because we seem to be fucking up. Are we the bad guys? Maybe.
And there's also to add more to it. After, I think it's actually during the second chapter, and I look at it. Yeah, during the second chapter, if you don't remember, there's this guy that pops up as well, and he is a part of a organization that wants to get rid of the aliens as well. So there's more of that too being put into it.
Because it's one of the options that's brought up is that it could be a slow destruction of humanity, because everyone just loves the aliens like unconditionally.
Yeah,
because they saved them, quote unquote. But like, there's no proof as to whether or not like this was a setup and things of that nature. Like the characters in it are skeptical. Their skepticalness seems unreasonable, but then you hear them out, and it's like, okay, you don't have any proof, and this is all conjecture, but like that is a possibility from an outside perspective looking in. Like from like a
Mm-hmm.
storytelling perspective, you're like, they could totally just be playing this in a way that kind of is a little, hey, look, it's okay, we're cool. Don't you like us? We're awesome. Look,
We're friendly. We're not
we're
terraforming the
friendly.
planet or anything that variety, you
It's we're
know.
not just slowly taking over your society by just being. We're literally killing you with kindness, but we're not doing that. We're not. It's crazy. Why
We're
would we kill
benevolent.
you?
We're like Jesus.
We're cool. We're like Jesus. I mean, to be fair, they did come with a bunch of cures and things like that when they pulled up too.
Yeah,
Saved them
that's
from a
true.
meteor, and then was like, "Oh yeah, our technology is just better. You want some?"
And then they put it all in the satellites all over everywhere. So
Yeah.
not suspicious at all.
It's not I'm not even gonna lie. When you initially read it, it's like, bro, like these aliens seem almost as suspicious as the damn fucking humans that are
Yes.
murdering and killing aliens. But we're not gonna
Yes.
talk about it. But I do find it fascinating that it continued, and that it sounds like it's starting to play more with its premise a little bit more. So that's good. Glad to hear it. I'm gonna have to go back and check it out. Like I gotta catch back up on it because I remember
Mhm.
seeing that and being like, I wanted to follow it. It's just that like everyone else stopped following it because I guess it turned good, so there's less drama. Well, it was already kind of interesting,
Yeah.
but like it clearly switched up and was like, hey, yeah, nah, clearly you jumped the gun. You might have, I don't know, maybe jumped the gun a little bit, but it's interesting. It's interesting.
Mm.
So, uh, what else? Unless you want to continue talking about it, like if you
No,
have
no,
more,
that's pretty much it.
by
We
all means.
basically covered bases about it.
Okay.
But that I'll say is pretty much it. I've already eaten up about a lot of time, so I'll let you go.
Oh, I guess I'll put in the only other detail that I remembered specifically is that the aliens also taste delicious. That's like crazy, unfortunate
Yes.
for them. they're they're just like, oh shit, they taste good.
Now that's specifically only for the heroine, though.
Oh yeah, that's
And
right. Because the other
the
dude is just like, bro, what the fuck are you
the
talking
other
about?
dude is capable of killing them very easily. The
Yes, he
girl
has enough
is the
hatred, but he's
yeah,
like, I can't eat that shit. That shit's awful.
and the girl for some reason finds it delicious, and that's how the premise, the planet is basically. He kills, she eats. There's no evidence.
He's also kind of
Wild,
stupid. This
but
is it's wild. It's also kind of dumb in the sense of like, bro, you're gonna get fat. Like you can't keep. What are you gonna do? Eat every alien on the planet? You can't do that.
I mean,
You'll literally die.
I mean,
It's what
so
they want to
far,
do.
I think what is one of the latest later chapters, like actually the third chapter, she consumed at least 4 aliens within the span of like I don't know 30 minutes possibly.
Is she
So
an alien?
no idea.
Those niggas are full like human-sized individuals. You can't just eat that.
I have no idea, but she just goes at it. She's the one with the straight teeth.
Oh, fair enough. She got the shark teeth. It's fine. On my end, I will say I've been doing a lot actually. I've been watching movies.
Movie.
So like we talked
Oh, right,
about
yeah.
we had the spoiler cast that happened, but I went through and looked at Thunderbolts, I looked at Sinners, and I looked at Until Dawn. I had a good time with all three of those. If you want to hear spoilers for it, that's in the super movie spoiler cast that exists that came out probably earlier today. um as far as as far as how like just little reviews for those movies. Um, I enjoyed Until Dawn. It was a fun time, fun ride. It's not super scary, but I think that some of the concepts and things that they do with it are really cool. I like that it expands on the universe of Until Dawn, and I like the fact that it's just not the movie. Well, it's not the game, but again, right? I
Mm-hmm.
kind of appreciate that. As for Sinners, I think Sinners is an amazing film, super good. I love a lot of the cinematography that they do in it. I think that there's a musical scene that they have in it that's really creative, really cool. Goes on a little too long and introduces a little too much at the same time. But
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately the vision for it is a vibe. So like it's cool. Um Not very scary, but it's also like to be fair, more like a tension thriller kind of situation. Like it's horror because you're dealing with certain things, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it vague for those that might not know too much. If you're running into Sinners blind, continue to be blind on Sinners. Go check it out. Well, be blind on it, but go watch it. um, when it comes to Thunderbolts, I wish Marvel could shut the fuck up. But I think that I think Thunderbolts is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that uh, I think that Sentry and everything that's done with him is really cool. um, and I think that I was kind of I'm glad that this movie turned out to be good. It was the one that I was probably the least excited for until I found out who the villain was. And it only made me curious because I was like, how the fuck do you deal with that with this team? I was like, how is that supposed to work? Um, but I think Yelena did really cool. I like where Guardian in this film. Bucky was he's a badass. He's cool.
He's Bucky. Yeah.
Like Congressman Barnes is doing his thing, and then he pulls up, and you're like, yeah, nah, that's Bucky. It's funny enough, he's clearly like the muscle of the group, which is hilarious to think of. it's it's like he's just that cool, right?
Yeah.
um, I think Ghost is really cool. I think Taskmaster is the star of the show. Freaking love it. Love
Really?
Taskmaster. Sick in this movie. Absolutely redeemed. They redeemed the hell out of that character. Redeemed the fuck out of that character. Go enjoy that. Oh, John Walker's fun too. Like I like the rapport between everyone. It's great. Trying to think. Oh, I read a webtoon. Actually, I've been reading too. I've been doing a lot of reading. So first off, check this. So Leon,
Yeah.
you ever wanted to read Full Metal Alchemist again?
That was another thing I wanted to talk about.
In color? On webtoons for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that and was like, okay.
I saw that too. I'm like, why the fuck? Why are they were putting in? I don't know. Is that the third or fourth time? I think I've seen mangas just being on
Just
webtoons
being
now.
remade for webtoons, and I'm like,
Done.
okay, interesting.
Like it can
Not
shed
bad.
light, give it to the new audience and everything.
Yeah, it
But
does. Yeah, it brings new life into it, and I think that's kind of cool. How about IDW comics?
there are
Because
some.
that's on there too.
Yeah, there are
One
some.
specifically that I was thinking of, though, I'm like, oh yeah, no, you might be more interested in, because like the Sonic comics are now on the IDW Sonic comics are on there.
Not all of it
No, no,
though. I
no,
think
no,
it's
no,
like
no, no.
very beginning
They're
of it.
starting off, yeah. It's like the first couple issues is there of the IDW run, and it's making its way towards like the cool shit. But it's gonna be a while before it actually gets to the crazy stuff. All I'm saying is when it gets to that Zombot stuff, you should probably go read that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's probably go read that. Honestly, I would start now because this is actually the beginning of the IDW run. So just go ahead and read that, because like I believe they are at the last one I caught up. I just caught up to it. It's when he meets up with Knuckles and they deal with Rough and Tumble, and that's
Chapter. Excuse
those
me.
guys are cool.
Chapter 6.
Yep, Rough and Tumble are cool. They're cool new villains. I actually think that the IDW comics add a bunch of cool characters that I kind of want to see in a game soon, considering that the IDW universe,
Is
well,
canon
the
to the
IDW
games.
versions of the comics are canon to the games. So I'm like, hey, yeah, it'd be really cool to see Tangle or Whisper in those because that'd be cool, or Lanolin because yeah,
Yeah.
they should probably just show up. I'm gonna be honest, Tangle should be playable. Tangle and Whisper should totally be playable, but that's a whole nother thing. Like the way I feel about them is genuinely like, so you know how the Sonic Rush game is a thing that's like it's Sonic and Blaze, and
Yeah.
that's like really cool. Yeah, no, there needs to be like a game like that, but with Sonic and Tangle. I swear to God. It would go so hard. I'm not kidding. She's a lemur with like a Luffy tail, bro. I
Yeah,
need
I
you to
remember.
understand that. That's cool as fuck. It's cool as fuck, man. But yeah, go read the IDW comics because they're there and they exist. IDW Sonic's there, and Full Metal Alchemist. But
Hell's
let's go to some.
Paradise.
Hell's Paradise is also on there in color. I haven't
Technically an
seen the
isekai,
others.
but I don't think many people want to read the isekai.
What? No, probably not. Do you know how we feel about isekais?
I do. I do. Oh, this thing's on
um,
here too now. Shit.
but I will say there was another thing that I was reading that I was checking out. If we want to go back around to, let's say, the more original side of webtoons, because having these adapted and put on a place where you can read them, really cool. Like easily have access to them is really cool, dope. But let's talk about the webtoons that are there trying to make their living, right? Let's talk about Wolf Hunt, which is what I've been kind of obsessed with recently because I've been reading through that one a lot. So we pick up with this dude named Leo, right? High school student, right? About like 16. Uh, uh. So you know about, oh yeah. He's like you. He's like you. Favorite animal is a lion. Very similar. Very similar.
I'm named after it. Yeah.
He's got some curly hair. Actually, he's got a lot in common with you. He's probably darker than you, but that's about
That's
it.
that's fucking hilarious.
Because he actually has the curly. He has the curly hair as well. um, but he's vibing. He's chilling. He's kind of a loner in school. Actually, he's a lot of a loner. He's not even a kind of a loner. He's definitely by himself. He sees this girl that he likes that's next to him. She's chilling. She's vibing. He's like, you seem cool, but he can't bring himself to talk to her because he's the nervous sort.
Yep.
He's got anxiety. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident he has anxiety. um, and he be doing his thing. He's speaking in Spanish. He's vibing. He's him and his mom just okay. He's doing his thing. He's getting bullied because any good story that has a loner character has him getting bullied.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In fact, he's a bit of an outcast a little bit. So, like, as far as I know, no one else treats him bad. I don't know what the fuck this dude's deal is, and I haven't figured it out yet either. You know what? I have a theory, but I'll get into that in a second. I have a theory, but we'll get there.
I'm looking at the like chapters, and I see the guy's face now. It's like, yeah, he stole my flow.
Stole my flow, bar for bar, word for word.
I'm the
It's
original,
me.
damn it.
It's just me. But he's chilling, he's doing his thing, and then he goes home after getting bullied and having to walk home. He misses his bus, walks home pretty late at night, gets there to his house. Who his mom's already gone because I'm pretty sure she's like a nurse, or something. But he pulls up to his place and he's like, "Dang man, today was ass. Shit was booty cheeks. I don't even know why it was done like this. This just sucks, right?"
Mm-hmm.
See some glowing green eyes chilling in the forest in which he's kind of near. In the trees, it's vibing. He's like, "Okay, wait a minute, hold up, what's up with that?" And then it hops out and bites him. It's like a giant wolf thing, and he's like, "Bro, nah." So he dips off. He's like, "Nah, I don't want to deal with this. I don't even know what that is. The thing's a monster. It's chasing after him, and then eventually it disappears." And he's like, "I don't know what it is. I made it in the house. I'm good. I don't want to know. I don't care. That shit hurt. I don't even know how I'm gonna explain this. I'm tired. I'm gonna bed." Homie wakes up. He's all healed. He's like, must have been a dream, clearly, because who the fuck gets chased by a giant wolf that does his glowing green eyes?
I know,
What's
right?
When does that
Wild.
happen? Like, that's not a thing. Totally fake. Has to be fake. He's chilling. He goes to school, gets bullied again. He's like, you know what? It's whatever, man. I'm just tired of this shit. Right? But he's trying to do his best. He's a cat, right? This little cat runs up to him. He's like, "Oh, what's your deal, like little black cat?" This dude pulls up. He's like, "Oh yeah, thanks, bro. Help me get this cat back. I appreciate it. This cat's cool." He's like, "Wait, word." He's like, "Yeah." It's like no one. This cat really doesn't like vibe with people that much, besides like me and my sister. And I'm kind of surprised that it's chilled with you. But like it's cool. Like you help me catch it. I can bring it back. It usually chills with me while I'm at the school. So he was like, "All right, that sounds cool. Well, nice to meet you, man. have a good time. He's like, all right. They dap each other up. He's like, you cool though. Maybe we should talk. He's like, all right, maybe if we meet again, sure. Right? And the school happens, like, end of the day. He's getting ready to leave. He's doing his thing. Um, She's the cat again. He's like, what, bro? Wait, where's your owner? Like, I'm pretty sure he had you before. Like, why are you here? And the cat's like, what's good, man? Follow me. Basically, it meows it, but it's really just saying, what's good, man?
Okay,
Follow me.
I was about to
He's
say this man with the
like,
piece of fuck out.
because Leo looks at it and goes like, do you? He gets ready to leave. He's like, oh, I mean, good luck, cat. And the cat starts like meowing louder. He's like, yo, and he's like, do you want me to follow you? Is that what's happening? And he follows the cat. Follows the cat to like what looks like a little barrier thing that happens. Like he's walking. It looks like normal. It looks like normal, and then it fades into like the girl that he likes that was sitting next to him in his class, and the dude that he met before fighting a chimera. And he's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? What is this? They turn the chimera back into an egg. They chilling. They vibing. They're like, all right, everything's cool, right? Sick, copacetic. They turn around. They see him, and they're like, hold up, excuse me, what? They're like, hey, you're not supposed to see this. We gotta do something, bro. I'm gonna get kicked out. I'm gonna get kicked out. He's like, and the dude's like, don't worry, man. It's all good. Like, he's cool. Because, it's fine. And so the girl's like, how did you even get here? Right? How did you get here? You shouldn't have been able to get here. And it's like, he's like, the cat led me. And I look at the cat and it's like, yeah, that's about right for Hex. He would do some dumb shit like this. The dude's like, yeah, nah. Look, he's the brother. He's just like, hey, yeah, nah. Hex has a tendency to just make situations like worse. So like, that's about right. that's why we name him that, right? And she's like, this is gonna suck. We have to report. Like, I have to do. Well, maybe I can wipe his memories or something. Like, they're thinking about it. They're like, maybe I don't know what to do. And dude's like, I'm really sorry, but I'm about to miss my bus. So Leo's like, so I gotta go. And they're like, wait. And he's like, I have to leave though. he's like, I didn't mean to see none of this, but I'm trying to get home, so I have to go. Dips out. Right? They're having their conversation. They're like, bro, this nigga just found out about magic. And he knows that I'm a witch. Clearly saw some things. I'm confused. And we can't just have him walking around. Just knowing that I'm like this. We're gonna get kicked out, bro. It's gonna happen. Dude goes home, comes back, goes home, he's chilling. He's like, today's weird. I made it home though, it's fine. It's whatever. Goes to take out he's doing his thing, goes to take out the trash, right? Because he made it home on time. Now it's like dark. Goes outside, he's like, wow, the moon's looking mighty. Oh shit, I'm a werewolf.
Sounds about right.
Moon's looking mighty nice. And then he just transforms. Wakes up the next day. Like, he wakes up later in the night, actually. Not even the next day completely. But, like, further down in the night when it's, like, it's not as much moonlight hitting him and shit. And he's like, bro, why am I naked? I'm near my house, but why am I naked? What is going on right now? He rushes in. He's like, I don't think my mom knows. He's like, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Was that thing from the other night not a dream? And he goes and pulls back his covers, and he's like, oh, there's the blood. There's the blood from me dying. It's like, so I guess maybe it was true. Shit! Well, fucking werewolf. He's like, it's bullshit. And that's for this. So he goes back to school. Like the next day, he's like, I don't even know, bro. There's so many problems going on right now. Look, I got bit by a werewolf, so I'm magical. This girl's got magic. I saw some weird shit the other day. I like her. She probably hates me because I'm the only thing that could possibly get her fucked up if I say anything. And he ends up having a conversation with the brother, and the brother's like, bro, it's all good, bro. Like, we need friends to actually talk to about this stuff. And as much as, like, we should kind of get rid of it, it's like, you already know, and if we get rid of your memories, we might fuck up a lot of other things with you, and that just seems really unnecessary. It's like, it would be better to just be like, hey, man, do you want to just be cool with us than for us to attempt to rewrite your life. And so like they're both like, all right, cool. So like I just get to chill. It was like, yeah, she might be a little mad, like a little mad, but it's all good. She'll get over it. In fact, while that's happening, he gets a call because he's like, yeah, you can come home. I'll just drop you off. You don't even gotta worry about the bus. I heard everything that happened like the other day, like because I was there. So I'm like, I'll just drop you off. We having a conversation, we talking about it. As long as we know not to keep all this secret, it's cool. We cool. He gets a call from his sister. Sister's name is Hazel. um, Hazel's like, yo, we kind of got like an issue. I need you to pull up. I can't like talk about it on the phone. You need to pull up. And so he's like, well, I can't take you home and pull up as soon as possible. So like, you want to just join us? And he's just like, I mean, sure. You sure she's not gonna be mad? And she's like, I mean, it's not like you don't know, so you might as well. So they're like, all right, fine. So they pull up to the location, right? They're like, wipe the fingers and be like, all right, what's good? She's like, why the fuck is he here? And he's like, I invited him. He already knows. It's fine.
She's like, what the fuck? No.
She's looking at him like, bro, like what? And he's like, look, he already knows. I asked him. He said he's cool with it. He's not gonna snitch on us. And we're not gonna say nothing, right? Like, it's all good. He's cool. She's like, you better be cool. But look, here's the deal. We found this dead body of this lady. And she looks like she got ripped apart by a werewolf. Like, she feels like it's a werewolf. Because she's like, I have no idea what it could have done it, but it feels like it's a werewolf attack, right? Mm-hmm. So he's looking at it being like, I really hope I didn't kill that lady. Oh. No. I really hope I didn't kill this lady. He's dead ass like,
It's that scene with like Key & Peele, that sweat just going down his face. It's like,
yeah, because he's like, I really hope I didn't do that. That'd be really bad. And then he's also thinking, he's like, wait a minute, there's not even proof that I did this. Like, I definitely transformed the other night because that shit was crazy. But like, there's clearly another werewolf running around biting niggas. It don't even have to be me. But he initially wants to tell them, but he's like, nah. I gotta at least prove, because I have no way of knowing, but I have to prove that it wasn't me that did this first. Mm-hmm. I have to find a way to prove, before I say anything to anybody, I gotta make sure I didn't do this. So right now, he is befriending, like, the premise so far is him learning through these twins, who, I forgot to mention this, but Harvey, who is the brother, he's a vampire. Now, he's like a slightly cured vampire, so he can walk in the day and things like that. Like, they put magic on him to basically be like, you can live a normal life and not have to worry about, being a vampire. But, like, when shit goes down, you can throw hands like a vampire. And he's like, that's awesome! But, so you have Harvey and Hazel. Hazel's a witch. Harvey's a vampire. You have Leo, who is a werewolf. And he's doing his best to currently, while they are all investigating the murder of this lady, he is doing his best to try to, A, disprove that he's even the one that killed her, and B, trying to figure out what did kill her. It's like, while also trying to keep under the nose of, like, essentially, because Hazel explains this, she's like, hey, look, this lady died, I looked into it, my mom, who is the head of the coven, like the coven that they have, like the little group of witches, is like, there's nothing to worry about, don't worry about it. But she's like, how are we just gonna overlook the fact that someone got murdered? That's kind of crazy, don't you think? So like, I'm gonna go against my mom's will and look into it, right? So that's the vibe. So they're kind of just doing this whole thing where he's getting closer to know her, like he's becoming friends with them while also trying to figure out what exactly is going on with him. What's happening in this place, because he's like, I have no idea about any of this world of magic crap. Like, I just found out yesterday magic existed, and the day before that I got bit by a werewolf. So like, I have no idea. He's like, I'm confused. I found out when in a singular day witches, vampires, and werewolves exist. And that there are, like, cats that have third eyes and things. Like, there's so much stuff I just found out within today.
that is an overload.
Yeah, nah, it's fun. Wolf Hunt is cool because the idea is that they're learning more and more about it. Now, let me get back to this dude that bullies him. I have a theory because of the fact that like they do show home dude's dad because the dude that bullies him, this nigga is vicious, bro. This man is like, it's the best way I can describe this is that he looks at Leo with such animosity, you would think Leo shot his family. I'm not kidding. Like, the bully looks at the person being bullied like he killed his dog. Like, he's like, I hate this nigga. I hate the way the ground he walks on. I hate everything about him. Why is he even here? I hate your existence right now. Leo has actually asked while getting bullied, he's like, why do you not like me so much? And dude can't even give a straight answer. He's like, I just hate you, bro. I hate everything about you. So I'm looking at it and being like, okay, I have a feeling. I have a feeling that like because Leo hasn't like the way they describe it, it feels like Leo hasn't completely told the story to us, even the readers, or anyone else. I think that this dude is Leo's stepbrother. Was Leo's stepbrother. Because his mom, him and his mom are by themselves. They're in their own house, completely alone. You see, this dude's dad, right? He's by himself. He's got like family and stuff like that that's there, but like he's chilling, right? I get the feeling that like they were stepbrothers. They were close. There's actually a picture that pops up at one point that shows it's kind of cut out. It's like cropped in a weird way, but it looks like it's Leo and Ren hanging out together. I think that's the name of the bully is Ren, if I'm not mistaken. It's like it looks like it's them hanging out together with like their mom, like with Leo's mom, and like the other part of the picture is kind of like faded, right? But I'm like, I get the feeling that these two are stepbrothers. It's just that like in the divorce, which was probably kind of bad, I feel like Leo has something to do with why his parents got a divorce, basically. um, and he hates it because his dad has never been the same. He's like, I hate that nigga. But like Leo, from his perspective, is just like, yeah, no, it just didn't work out between them, man. I'm just trying to chill and live my life. I'm not even bothering you no more. He's like, nah, fuck you, nigga. Because like the way it is drawn, like I'm not kidding. The way they draw this man's eyes when he sees him,
It's just
sometimes
hatred.
it gets worse.
Absolute
Dog, it gets worse as the story. Like in the first couple issues, it's like, yeah, he don't like him. As the issues progress, it's just like, dog, why do you despise this? Like, there's nothing but vitriol in your heart for him for no reason. He's like, I hate you with every fiber of my being. Like, this man is a certified hater. And like, they're playing with the idea that it's like, he's like, I have my reasons, bro. And I'm sitting there being like, well, based on everything I've seen, you really don't have any reason. So the only thing I could think of is it gotta be hella personal. Like, it has to be hella personal. Because Leo himself as a character is very meek, right? He's not, he really isn't trying to be like anything but he just wants to exist and be okay, right? And it's either something like his meekness probably got him in trouble, like and ran in trouble or something like that. Like his unwillingness to like speak up and things like that probably did something. But like it really feels like it's like, damn, bro, I don't know what it could be. Like I think my theory is my best bet, where it's like I think they were stepbrothers and something happened with the family, and like Leo is technically the reason why they're split. But like it's probably because Leo didn't speak up or say something. You know what I mean? Like something was a little off. What happened? Whatever happened. But it's like, damn, bro, hate. There's so much hate.
Would you say his hatred is on the level of Bakugo?
Nah, cause like I feel like it's worse. Cause Bakugo was like a certified hater, right? He was just hating, but like he just hated everything about him though. Like best way I can describe it is like Bakugo's like, man, how dare you be a hero like me? How dare you stand next to me? Like he became Bakugo's very much like I am the shit. Like you should be worshiping the ground I walk on, not be standing like next to me. Like Deku's existence annoyed Bakugo, in my opinion, and that's how it works. And it became a bit more of like, oh, dude, I kind of hate this dude because like he's like, not only are you standing next to me with no quirk, but now you have a quirk. And you're like low key kind of better. It's like you got the potential to be better. You were supposed to be trash. Like Bakugo's is like you better know your place. Garbage. Stop popping up. Whereas this dude, it's just kind of like, bro, he's not even doing nothing. He's like, fuck that guy. Fuck everything he stands for. Like it's certified hatred.
Fuck him.
Exactly. Is he breathing? That's crazy. He should be better off dead. I'm like, damn. Like, this hatred is just like, like I feel like he hates Leo more than like Bakugo ever hated. Because at the end of the day, like even though Bakugo like legitimately did bully the shit out of Deku, there was this idea that like underneath his bravado is that they are supposed to be friends. They started as friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so like, and even towards the end of the series, once he kind of gets over himself, they go back to being friends. Like they're rivals still, but they're cool. Like mm-hmm. I don't think there's a way for them that like there's got to be like a something.
You know,
I don't think there's a way for them to be friends. It's just too much hate. It's like they can only be amicable by the end of the series. They can't be friends. It doesn't work. That's the kind of situation they're in. It's either that or the whatever the context is for why he's hating him has to be flipped on his head completely. Like to the point that he's like, wow, I'm trash. And even then, if it does get flipped on his head completely, I feel like Leo should hate him. Like, I just feel like that should just be how that works. He's like, you put me through all of this and you was wrong? You wasn't even correct? I hate you.
I mean, has the werewolf side been popping out a couple of times?
The werewolf side has not fully, because the way they explain it is that if you're a werewolf, you can only transform on on a full moon. Mm-hmm. Unless you are an experienced werewolf, like with years of training and stuff like that, you could become to the point where you could transform at will. But that's like an advanced thing, right? Mm-hmm. So for Leo, it's like at most his eyes start glowing, right? And you're like, ooh, what's up with that? That's also been the funny thing about it.
Does he have like animalistic traits though?
So like he has heightened senses. He'll get fangs, right? Mm-hmm. He is technically stronger now. He has super strength in general. Mm. And he should be like faster, kind of. But like none of that's been really played up. But the fun part is I think Ren's kind of figuring it out. That he's like seeing certain aspects and being like, what the fuck is that? What the hell was that?
Not normal, like all that stuff.
Because his eyes will glow up when he's emotionally distressed, and the problem is that Ren just existing around him causes him emotional distress. And so Ren's been kind of peeping that, being like, "Are your like eyes glowing?" But he's like tripping because it's like he'll calm himself down. Leo will calm himself down in time that it disappears, but he's like, I know I'm not bugging. Did I just see that? But he's looking at his eyes being like, it's not there. But I swear I saw that shit. Like, nah.
Well, that's what I'm curious about, because most of the time in media, it's always shown that when someone is a werewolf or is bitten by a werewolf, they have aggressive tendencies sometimes. So I was curious if he has that, or is he still the same?
He's still him. I think that's probably one of the better things about it is the fact that he's very much still him. It's just that all these extra things are popping up. And that's, now that you mention it, could explain some other things about some other characters, but I'm just kind of like, for now, I'm just like, damn, bro. It's just, this nigga just hate. It got to a point, he hated so bad that he told the Hazel and them that he's like, you shouldn't trust that. You shouldn't trust him. And they're like, for what? He was like, can you give me a reason? And he's
just
like,
don't trust him. Vanishes in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, basically, he's like, I don't need a reason. And he's like, okay. He's like, my reason's on my own. Just look, it's a good one. And he's like, that's not good enough. You gotta explain things, bro. You can't just tell me stuff. It's conjecture. You have no proof.
Imagine he's just being fucking racist. Like, that goddamn hair. He has that fucking hair.
It's just gotta be the hair.
Those damn curls.
Yeah, nah, it's just hate. You're probably gonna read it. You'll see at some points when you get to certain panels, you'll be like, damn, that's hatred. Those are the eyes of hatred. That shit is. But they do a really good job with the art in this, messing around and doing really like fun stuff with it. I will say this: they have eyes of hatred. It's not on the same level as like something like Berserk because that's not fair. But like, if you really want to like see eyes of hatred,
they have it. But you know,
they have
if you want to see hatred, I mean hatred.
No, that's Berserk.
That's Berserk.
But this is like strong, casual. Well, not casual hate, because it's not casual.
That's strong hatred, but
that's some strong hatred though.
Guts' hatred is like Doom Guy times 1,000.
I wouldn't even say that. That's the crazy part. I feel like he's right on the same level, if not the only thing that's keeping Guts from being Doom Guy is the fact that nigga just didn't step into the Divinity Machine. That's it. If Guts got some type of divine power up or some shit at some point, because getting the Berserk armor where he goes until it is done is good. It's good. It's not enough.
I mean, judging by the world of Berserk, I don't even know if there's any divine power.
Yeah, that's completely fair. To be fair, the Divinity Machine in Doom isn't inherently by good people either.
Yeah,
it's not inherently by.
But when you
benevolent people.
When you look at the two, though, I think you see all the fucked up shit with Berserk versus Doom Guy. It's like, damn, I don't think any of that's gonna be good in general.
Yeah, nah, it's all rough all around. For both of those characters have a bad time. But like, the best way I can describe it is like, because Doom Guy got enhanced to have supernatural, like supernatural abilities, it's like, nah, he's kind of just outclassing Guts. But honestly, if you gave both the niggas, because like Guts' rage is like not the most important thing about him. It's very important, but it's not the most important thing about him. His story is about still being a human despite being able to become a monster. Mm-hmm. Doom Guys there's no more human in Doom Guy. There's just monster, but it's like only monster for the demons.
Are you a demon?
He's like,
fuck.
Doom Guy's just antisocial when it comes to like normal people. But like when it comes to demons, it's just like, it's go time, and he's just an unstoppable machine. Now, do I feel like Guts can kind of be similar? Yeah.
I mean, kind of, especially in the beginning era.
Kind of.
But nowadays, he's more...
No. It has to be, like, later stuff. Because it has to be after he becomes the Black Swordsman. Because before that...
No, I'm talking about, like, before that, oh, yeah.
Not enough hatred in his heart.
But I'm saying, like, current, like, in the manga right now.
Oh, yeah, current Guts is running it back right now.
He's fairly, like, a chill guy. Fairly chill. Despite
he's a chill guy.
What happened recently, which I don't know if there's been any updates recently.
I don't know, but I do know what you're talking about, and I will not spoil Berserk.
Yeah,
right now. So
that's excuse me, that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, Can't have shit in this world, bro. Can't have shit.
That trail when I was reading that was like, damn, something's coming. I don't know what, but something's coming. And then it happened. Shit. You're like, damn. Fucking damn.
This shit.
It's that one meme. I forget that guy's name. He's a YouTuber. It's like, I don't like where this is going. No. Stop.
But besides Wolf Hunt, which is I recommend it. It was fun. It's a fun read. I'm enjoying it. It's not hard. It's not a difficult one. It's just fun. The vibes.
35 chapters.
I would say. Oh, which one?
Wolf Hunt. There's 35 chapters. So
35 chapters so far. It's not super crazy. I'm trying to think of what else. Let me grab my phone and figure out what else.
Or something?
I know I've been playing. Well, I mean, we mentioned Doom, so like Doom the Dark Ages is a thing. We've been playing that. That's been fun. I rip and tear until it's done, and I stand and fight, and it's sick. That game releases, I think, yesterday, today technically. So that was fun. That game's awesome. Those who are jumping around and playing Doom right now, enjoy yourself. It's a good time. It's very different from Eternal, which is the last one that came out. Eternal was about being fast and you're speedy, right? You zip around the environment and you tear things apart. This game is more like, this one is more like, nah, man, I'm a wall, bro. You're not stopping me. I'm a tank. Like you're not zipping around as much. But the idea,
what are you gonna do?
The deal is to parry and like block and throw your shield, be Captain America-esque, right? They gave you a sprint this time. You don't have any dashes, but you have to sprint. You still zoom in that game, but it's not about zooming.
Do they allow you to say assemble?
No. Who am I assembling? I'm fighting by myself. I am the wall.
That's what I mean.
I don't need to assemble. It's just me.
Instead of saying assemble, you just say rip and tear, and it just kicks in the Doom Guy music.
Doom Guy says nothing. Actually, that's not even true. He said one word, and I was like, oh shit, he spoke. And the one word he said was run to someone else. And I was like,
fair.
Well. Even when he's being spoken directly to, he just nods most of the time. He's just like,
you're not worth my energy. I must murder.
They're like, Duga, did you understand? And he's like, yeah, I got you. He says nothing, just nods. He's like, I'm out. Just point me to where the demons are. I'll kill them. Is that what needs to be done? I got you. And that's how we be. I'm looking for what else I might have been reading, but I think that's about it. I thought there was something else, but it seems I've been obsessed with the one. And that's okay. We also, I will say this, we did finish up, I'm looking. We finished up, Stop for Midnight, and we finished up Feel the Spotlight within the times we've been gone.
Yes.
Fun times all around with both.
Yeah.
Stop for Midnight is great. Go play that game, guys. Like, it's not even expensive. It's like $40, I'm pretty sure. Good times. Really, really fascinating world. Super fun. Very rare to see. So you'll have a good time. Genuinely, I just think it's a vibe. Super fun platforming. The combat's interesting. Great AA game. That's how I feel about it. Art is amazing. And as far as Feel the Spotlight, you guys know I like my PS1 style games. It's a fun stealth game. Amy's section is kind of easy, but also, fuck you.
They
did some stuff.
I don't know. The what was it? What's the first girl's name?
Vivian.
Vivian's part wasn't as scary, personally. Yeah, Spotlight was a Spotlight, yeah. But it wasn't like all. It didn't get me as much. But Amy's.
Because it's ghosts.
Amy's, on the other hand. That one.
Amy's campaign, which is kind of interesting in comparison, is that, like, whereas Vivian has to traverse the school in impossible space, right? Where you're slowly making it, and it's like the Spotlight isn't an ever-present threat, but he can pop up sometimes, and you're like, at an inconvenient times, you're like, fuck! Amy's is a more claustrophobic situation, because you're usually just locked into one level of the house, and the wet woman, the water woman, sunken place chick, is a little she feels like she could just pop up all the time.
Yeah.
Is the deal. Because it's so claustrophobic, you really genuinely like, bro, she really could just be around this corner. I'm gonna be pissed if she is. And then sometimes you look and she totally is, and you're like, shit. Sometimes you look and she's totally not, and you're like, yay. And then you go around the next corner and she's there, and you're like, fuck. Why? But that's how she works. It's fun. It's a vibe, I guess. But that game's fun. It's enjoyable. It's like a nice little stealth horror game where you do your best. It's not like it's very hard stealth. It's very easy, actually. Very easy stealth. Mm-hmm. I do think some of the stuff that happens towards the end of Amy's campaign, and not Amy's, Vivian's campaign, is a little bullshit. With the spotlights, they're just beaming out of the sky, and you do, like, they're shooting, like, 4 different ones going around, and you're like, okay, relax. Chill. Especially when you come out of rooms and you get hit. That still pissed me off. I came out of a room and got hit with a spotlight. I'm like, that's not even fair. What the fuck was I supposed to do?
Because was that one moment where we were in the brother's room, I believe, and you open the door, and all of a sudden, oh, hey, yeah, there. That happened to me.
Hello there. And I'm like, no. That one didn't count, by the way.
Fortunately
I still got the trophy. Yeah.
Fortunately enough.
I still got the trophy for actually getting it, but like I was like, thank God. Because what? Because what? Like, it's not even fair.
Now you just had to position yourself better. You could have done it.
Nah, bro, that shit was unfair. Shit was unfair. I opened the door and I was like, I'm trying to get out of here. I tried. Didn't kill you though. Didn't kill. It was just a quick like.
It was just a little scare,
Seems like it, but I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me, man. That's not fair. What was I supposed to do here? There's not even a place to hide. She's just on the other side of the door. I opened the door, she's just there. Yes.
I'll bob and weave, man. Bob and weave. That's all I gotta do.
I don't move fast enough in that game to bob and weave. That's not how that works.
You don't. You really, really don't.
You move very slow in that game. It's not even like it's like a clunkiness where it's like, oh no, it's Resident Evil style controls. No, you just move slow. You just don't go fast. Even your sprint is not fast. You
sprint or run, you don't. You just don't move.
You're not moving. You're not going anywhere.
There was another moment where you took care of, in Amy's section at least, you took care of the spotlight that was there, and then the lady popped up, and you thought that you could get around there fairly easily, but then she turned around all of a sudden. You're like, shit, wait a minute.
Nah, we gotta go. And that was me sprinting.
And fortunately enough, she didn't follow us, it looked like, so
I think I outran her. Fine. Which is crazy.
But then I think once you got into the brother's room or someone else's room, you saw her in the hallway and like, fuck, okay, alright.
Yeah, I was outside maneuvering, and I was like, "Oh man, she's upstairs. There's no room to move around upstairs. There's literally no room." This is trash. It's BS. It's trash. The game is fun though.
Yes.
I highly recommend it. That one's actually super cheap. So go ahead and jump on that one too for your spotlight stuff. I'm trying to think of what else. I did a lot, but I don't remember all of it because it's been a minute. I mean, like there was the movie. Yeah, no, I guess that is everything. Went through the movies, the stuff I was reading, the games we were playing because there's a lot of games we were playing. Obviously we're playing Rivals. Some words. Well, I'm trying to see what else is on here. Oh, I'm about to play 100 Lives. That's gonna be fun, and also Claire Obscure. So like, obviously, Pele's been playing Claire Obscure on the channel. Go check it out when he's doing it. He usually does it on Tuesdays, and so go look at that when he streams. Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is a banger. I highly recommend it for anybody that likes RPGs. If you don't like RPGs, like classic JRPGs, because it's like combat's too slow. What if I told you they put parrying in it? What if they told you they put Sekiro style parrying in it?
Really?
That's like one of the main like defense mechanisms.
Wow. Okay.
You have the ability to dodge or parry. When you parry, it has a smaller window to do it. But like if you parry an entire enemy's attack, you can do a crazy high damage counter. If you dodge enemies' attacks, you get you both get AP on both of them. I'm pretty sure, but you get AP, and you don't get hit because it's a bigger like hitbox. Like it's a bigger invincibility box. So, which the idea, I'm stupid, so I don't do this. But the idea is that you use dodging to figure out what the parry time is, and then you parry.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can do a dodge, and then if you get a perfect dodge, that's the parry timing. I don't do that. I just parry everything. Or attempt to parry everything. It's do or die for me. It's like I either parry it or it dies. And I'm sitting there with the dodge button right there, and I'm like, I could just dodge.
But that parry, though.
The only time I'll dodge is if I really can't get the parry down, and I'll be like, okay, so we're just going to dodge this attack, parry this part, dodge that part. But that's assuming I just can't get it down, and I want to beat it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if I've tried enough times, I'm like, bro, I just cannot get this attack down, and, like, I'm not about to keep having my character die, or having my characters die, because you get, like, 3 to a team, because it's a JRPG, right? Having my characters die and having to bring them back. Game is fire. It's extremely French. Super French. It's so French. To the point that, like, you know, you have things like Pictos, and I believe the Luminaire, like all the little things, like the little RPGisms that you would see in JRPGs when you get like the weird words that you're like, what the fuck does that mean? It's very French sounding. It's all French sounding. Technically speaking, you're playing as a displaced Paris. Oh well, the setting is a displaced Paris, and like the premise, which is really cool. I'm gonna just slide this in here. Is hey, look, there's this lady called the Painter who's been writing numbers on like the sky, basically. Mm-hmm. And that number, is the year you die.
Oh,
straight up. So there's this thing called the Gommage, and what happens is she's been slowly counting down because every year she'll go up and change the number. So right now we're on 33, mm-hmm. which means that anybody that was a 33, dead, gone. Get out of here. You're done. Fade into petals, bro. You're done. Meaning that our main protagonist is literally 32 going like, hey man, we gotta stop this. Which is why we're having the Expedition 33, because all of the any 33-year-olds that existed are gone. They're done. And next year will be the 32s, which means 32-year-olds about to be gone too. And it's slowly counting down, which makes that way rough for people, because this is definitely one of the last expeditions they could possibly have. Because after this one, we start getting into dangerous territories of just relatively young people basically being like, bro, we have to literally ship ourselves
Exhibition
off to death to
21,
stop that.
Exhibition 20, 19, 18. So
Yeah,
on,
no,
so forth.
eventually it gets to a point where like, bro, we're sending children to die. Because that place is rough. We're just sending children to
And then
die.
you're sending
So
babies. Just
we can't even send the babies because no one. Who's sending them? Who's taking care of the babies?
someone.
No one. The baby's dying. It's not lasting the year, bro.
She is.
Every
She's taking care of the babies and still riding down. That's morally fucked up, actually. I think about that.
yeah, no, it's already morally fucked up.
It already is, but imagine, you're the one who's writing down those numbers, and despite taking care of them, you have to still do your job and write down the numbers to kill them. So it's like, oh, fuck.
He's like, that's morally fucked up. Like, the whole situation wasn't fucked up. Having a death counter that just sits in the sky letting you know, oh yeah, nah, your number's coming out.
So has
It's
there been
not
multiple
great.
expeditions, like when older people too, or?
Oh, dude, here's the best way to describe this. When they started this, it started at 100. It started at 100. And probably, they didn't really realize what was happening until they probably got to like 60, 70. Maybe even 80. I'd say 80, right? Started getting to the 80s and people just started vanishing and you're like, whoa, wait a minute, whoa, what's this?
This isn't right.
Hold up, give me a second. What? Are you telling me that's a death counter? Why do all these people just fade into pedals? But yeah, no, she started that at 100. She's now at 33. So they're running out of time.
The way I see it,
they've
been slacking and fucking up.
Nah, that place just sucks, bro. I need you to understand this. They have sent 66 expeditions to her, to the Paintress's island. Ain't none of them come back, bro. Not a single one. Nobody comes back, bro, to the Paintress's island. I don't even know if that's slacking. You get there and you see what they have to deal with, and I'm like, bruh. Like this happens in the first 30, not even 30 minutes. Your expedition basically gets wiped out down to 4 people.
Oh damn!
Well, you guys get there. You guys get there, and there's just some dude on the beach, and you're like, wait a minute, hold up, what's up with you? Like they like, cause they look at him and they're like, wait a minute, what? And then like the niggas start exploding. Like it's just not for time. I'm like, bruh, that's crazy. It gets reduced down to like a couple of them. One of your party members is a teenager because she just said, fuck it, man. Why would I wait the 9 years it would take for me to die when I could go now? And I'm like, you know what? Fair, but going over there sucks. You think it's gonna be easy? You think it's gonna be fun? There's a reason why nobody comes back. Shit's trash. But I highly recommend it. Go play it. Go forth and enjoy Expedition 33. It's a cool time. Let's see. I believe that's it for me. I believe it is. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that would have popped up for me. But I think that's about it. That's all I got. I'm trying to do like a quick little once over. I'm not seeing much. Which means I think we can call this one. I think maybe we can call this one. What do you want to name it, Leon? What do we got?
Oh no. Panic. I really don't know, actually.
I'm thinking tangents. We're in a lot of tangents in this one.
Tangents?
I'm thinking tangents. We just went off the deep end and came back around several times. It's all good.
You can't exact trash
You can't exact trash?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Explain.
Exact is the mechanic for DMC5 that Nero does that I suck at.
Oh no, that's exceed. You can't exceed trash. Well, I mean, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, nah, that's gonna be it. I like it. Let it be a reminder to those who are garbage.
They're gonna be confused about the title for a little bit, but once I get to this part, like, right, okay.
It's not gonna take that long. I promise. I'm pretty sure I say that in the first bit when you're like, I can't do it.
Oh no, you do, but for the title part, that might.
Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows that when we do titles at the end of it, it's usually we like, hey, what are we gonna do it, and then you get the title for the episode. That's how it works. Well, that's how it's supposed to work. Sometimes we forget to do that.
That is actually also true. Yes.
It's okay, but. Without further ado, we'll bring this one to a close. So let me do the rundown thing that we do, and with my boy Leon backing me up, we got this.
We got this.
So here's the deal: we have an email that you can send us stuff to.
The email,
right? Yeah, the email.
The email.
That one is paperplayaction@gmail.com. And if I am not mistaken, let's take a looky here. Because I remember seeing something a little bit ago.
Oh.
And I would like to answer this. Okay, so check this. It says, okay, I'm a huge fan of Epic. I listened to your podcast and I wanted to know your thoughts on the different gods, as well as how everything played out for how well has everything played out for him, and the betrayal was justified. Wow, yeah, and was the betrayal justified? I am biased. I love so you have biased love for Calypso with their crazy self. Oh yeah, you haven't truly listened. Have you listened to it all the way, Leon?
No, I stopped.
Epic?
What is it? Where did I stop at? Hold on. Let me find it on Spotify.
Yeah, I want to know your thoughts. I'm also ready to Vegas story. Wants to know more. Well, we'll have to have Pele come back and talk more about the Vegas story. But like, but as far as where did you stop on Epic, Leon?
Storm. I stopped on Storm, I believe. Buy or Storm?
Oh,
buy. My goodbye or Storm. One of the two.
That's so early. Continue, sir.
I'm planning to. I just forgot about it after a while. I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to it. Start doing things. I'm like, oh right, we're talking about it now. That's a thing.
Best way I can describe this is thoughts on different gods real quick. I think Athena chose a really bad time to get pissy. And that's how I feel about that one. I think Poseidon is low-key justified, but also extremely petty. Like, genuinely, it's a situation in which it's like, bro, this is not worth the I get you being mad. This as a punishment is not the equivalent. Like, this is way out of line for what you are talking about, for what happened. I won't give up too much for you. I think Calypso's cool. She is a little crazy, but she be vibing. Cersei's dope. I like the fact that she kind of came around. Best way I can describe that. She, in the original story, is a much more of an ally to them. Like, she's kind of an ally to them in this, but she's more of an ally in the original story. So yeah, go Cersei. I'm trying to think of who else. Zeus is doing his thing as Zeus. Not the fucking thing, but like just being him. Just as arrogant and as Zeus-like as he always is, I guess, is the best way I can describe that one. I'm not gonna go too deep into the betrayal. I think I can understand why people did what they did. I also think that had they, listened from the beginning, maybe we wouldn't be in any of this. Is the best way I could describe this. it's it's the best. Oh, I just realized you stopped at Storm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right before my favorite song. One of my favorite songs. Super sad. Uh, but without going any further than that, thanks, Ray. We appreciate the question. It's dope. We'll go into the Vegas stuff another time with Pele, but
I will
cool.
also have my opinion probably like later, next podcast.
Yeah, because we just talked about how he didn't finish it like a loser. This is why you can't exceed. But that's what it'll sound like when you send in an email, because we're totally willing to read those. But continuing on, we also have we have a plethora of places you can get updated on that are all social media based, so you can take your pick. But usually, if you look up paper_action on your choice of place, with the exception of like TikTok, or I mean that's not really a social media like platform inherently, you can get updates on Threads, the app formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Blue Skies, and I think that's everything.
All those
There's another one that's in there.
Yeah.
All those things.
All those things.
They're there. I believe I think that's everything. Yeah, those. Go check those out. If you follow us there, you get updates for when we're streaming and things like that. Which, speaking of streaming, hit us up on Paper Play Action. Actually, twitch.tv/Paper Play Action, because that's how Twitch usually works. It's them first, then us. If you do that there, you can watch us when we actually do cool stuff. We actually tend to let people know when we're streaming on, the places we mentioned before. And we put links and everything so that you can go directly to when we're streaming, which is fun, because then you get to watch us play video games, or watch us watch movies, or watch us, talk and do weird, crazy stuff sometimes, because we do random things. But we do fun stuff when we stream, and it's fun. And having an audience is nice for those things, because then we get to interact with you guys directly, as opposed to, like, how we usually do, where you just listen to us and go, like, yay. Besides that, do the thing where you, actually go over to the YouTube channel and subscribe, because that also helps us out. That is basically our super archive channel, which has a bunch of podcast episodes, and also the Twitch streams if you missed them. So if you want to go check out some of those Twitch streams that you missed, they're there. where you can see us play things like South of Midnight or Fear the Spotlight.
Yeah.
The two things that we mentioned in this, and had a wonderful time playing, but also we got fucked on during those games too. Or you can play things like Doom: The Dark Ages, which we have like that going on right now, and I'm going to probably restart Hellblade 2 soon. So that's gonna be fun. But you can jump on any of those and that'll be a good time. I think the only other thing that we'd have to tell you to do is spread the love and go to the Patreon things that exist. But yeah, Patreon and Coffee are down below if you would like to give us a tip. But the number one thing we want you to do is spread the love.
Spread the love.
Tell people about the show. Let people know about it.
Tell your dog. Tell your cat. Tell your boy. Tell your girl. Tell your grandma. Maybe your granddad. I'm not totally sure if he's still there or not. But
that's fair.
Your coworkers, your boss, a stranger on the street, grab a trench coat, like, hey, yo, I got this podcast, gotta talk about right here. It's called Play Action. Check it out. It's pretty good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What he's saying, do that.
Not as creepy, but
Not as creepy. Don't harass people. But do that, though. Because if you do it, we have like a bunch of reasons to, talk to people and enjoy stuff. And the more we go bigger, the better it is for us. We get to be a better show because we have more people watching, and that's fun. Because, it gets to be a better show.
Yeah.
Don't you want it to be a better show for you?
Possibly.
Maybe you might. Maybe you might not. Maybe you like us being low budget, and that's fair. Sometimes that's has its own charms.
Yes.
But without further ado, we will call this one. We are going to leave.
Farewell.
On this note, we're out.
Peace. Bye.
Enjoy yourselves. Bye.
And we're in the house. Let's rock, baby.